Gary! Gary!
In the morning sun, where the flowers bloom, colors burst like a painter's dream come true. Roses red and violets blue, every petal whispers something new. From tiny seeds to trees so grand, every leaf and bird, it's all at hand. Hello, hello plant, welcome to the show, where every flower tells a story. Watch them grow. Hello, hello plant, in every shade and hue, for every heart and every hand, we've got something for you. Indoor greens and outdoor scenes, design your space, let your garden dreams glide. Personal touch with our garden design, free sessions to blend within your budget line. From tiny seeds to trees so grand, every leaf and bird, it's all at hand. Hello, hello plant, welcome to the show, where every flower tells a story. Watch them grow. Hello, hello plant, in every shade and hue, for every heart and every hand, we've got something for you. Now everybody, let's say hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello plant, welcome to the show, where every flower tells a story. Watch them grow. Hello, hello plant, in every shade and hue, for every heart and every hand, we've got something for you. Indoor greens and outdoor scenes, design your space, let your garden dreams glide. Personal touch with our garden design, free sessions to blend within your budget line. From tiny seeds to trees so grand, every leaf and bird, it's all at hand. Hello, hello plant, welcome to the show, where every flower tells a story. Watch them grow. Hello, hello plant, in every shade and hue, for every heart and every hand, we've got something for you. Now everybody, let's say hello, 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 hello plant, welcome to the show, where every flower tells a story. Watch them grow. Hello, hello plant, in every shade and hue, for every heart and every hand, we've got something for you. Now everybody, let's say hello, 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 hello plant, welcome to the show, where every flower tells a story. Watch them grow. In the morning sun where the flowers bloom, colors burst like a painter's dream come true. Roses red and violets blue, every petal whispers something new.
This is our Grower Direct flash sale, and it's our big spring clear out. Our big spring clear out. The big spring clear out.
That's it.
And we've got lots and lots. It's sort of the end of the season. We've got lots and lots of stock going cheap. And what it is, this week I've been out to the growers, and I got us some really good deals. Now what you'll notice is that if you go down to your local nursery or down to that big hardware, so I think they call it Manning's or something like that. You go down there,
warehouse.
You'll find that all of your 6-inch pots are $12, $14, $16, and you'll be amazed. We're going to have lots and lots of 6-inch pots, you know, which is the most popular size. Lots and lots of 6-inch pots under $10.
Yeah, beautiful.
So it's kind of almost what they wholesale for.
Yeah.
Like we're going to have 6-inch English box for $4.99. We're going to have lots and lots of things, $4.99, $5.99, $6.99. And that's kind of about half of what they're selling for out in the public. So that's because we've gone out to and this is our Grower Direct flash sale. We've gone out to the growers, we've picked up the deals, and we're passing the savings directly on to you.
Awesome.
Now we've got over 100 items today.
Yeah.
And what I do is I take you through them and I explain them all to you. And you can then ring up and buy. You can jump in the car, head down here, fill up, come down tomorrow.
So you can purchase any of these products that you see?
Yeah, or you can go online and you can buy them. So you can go online, you can ring up and buy them. And know that what we do is we give free delivery over most of Victoria when you spend over $399.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
wait, it's over $300, isn't it?
No, it's over $399.
Oh, $399, and free delivery Victoria wide.
Yeah. So which is, if you're putting together a garden project, a couple of nice feature trees, and then what it is, we've got all of these 100 specials that we've got today are all on one page. On our website.
That's right.
And you scan this QR code and you're transported to a wonderland of cheap prices.
Yeah. Or if you go to our helloplants.com.au, which is our website, there's a little button at the top that says live sales.
Yep.
So you can just go there as well.
Yeah, that's right. So if you watch this today, I'm going to run you through them. You're going to see these specials. You're going to see what they're like, and I'm going to tell you what they're good for and what they're all about. And you can get your spring garden project done on the cheap.
Beautiful. All right, well, let's get into that first item, shall we?
Yeah, so what we've got is Dutch box. Dutch box. Now, Dutch box is very, very dense and bushy. Dutch box is very, very dense and bushy. It needs good soil, good conditions, but your Dutch box is, a lot of people come in and say they want miniature English box. Dutch box is your genuine miniature box. I've seen beautiful old hedges that were only this tall. So this is the one that you keep really, really small.
Amazing.
And we've got the 10-inch pot, reduced from $59 to $39.
Nice.
Then we've got our 6-inch pot, reduced from $12.99 to $5.99.
Which is those ones in the front there, right?
Yeah, and then we've got our 8-inch pot of Dutch box, and these are all genuine Dutch box, reduced from $22.99 to $14.99. So, and here's your 8-inch there. You really get something for your money here. There's your 8-inch, $14.99. Check that out.
Yeah.
And then there's your 6-inch. Look at the size of these 6-inch. They're voluptuous. That's how I describe them. It's only
down here too.
Yeah, 6-inch. And your 6-inch is only $5.99. Look at the quality and size of that. Now I reckon if you went to your local nursery, you'd be lucky to get something like this for under $16.
Yeah, or even $19.99 in summer, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So $5.99 for this beautiful big Dutch box. Look at that, $5.99. And then your 10s. Look at these. These have been going out by the trolley load on the weekend. People just come in to buy mountains. So look at that.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, fantastic. So Dutch box is your genuine miniature box. Now what's the next one we've got? We've got English box next.
All right, welcome to everyone to our Growers Direct flash sale happening live right now, where you can get incredible bargains at incredible prices You can scan the QR code. We've also dropped a comment in the comment section to get to this sale. Go crazy, go wild, get these plants at these prices while you can.
Okay, now with English box, I think some stores are charging $14-15 for a 6-inch pot English box. Here's our 6-inch pot English box, beautiful size, and the price is unbelievable. It's $4.99. So $4.99 for 6-inch pot English box. Then your 8-inch pot, if you want to grow an instant English box hedge, $14.99. So $14.99. But
for those big ones, yeah.
But actually, if you wanted an instant hedge, I reckon if you did 6 or 7 of these to the metre at $4.99, you would have an instant English box hedge. And then
how many per metre do you do for a hedge? Sorry,
5 is my normal number. But say I was putting my house up for auction next week, I reckon I'd do 7 and make an instant English box hedge.
Okay, I see.
They're big enough. And then you've got your 10-inch pot English box for $39.99. Look at that. That's an absolute beauty.
Yeah, cool.
$39.99. Look at that. So $39.99. So now this is great. If you want a big instant English box hedge, you use these. Or if you've got a hole in your hedge, get 1 or 2 or 3 of these and fill up the holes. Fill up the holes in your hedge instantly.
Alice asks, how long does the sale go for or last?
Okay, so that's a good point. This sale goes until we've sold out what we've put up for sale, or Friday lunchtime next week.
All right, cool.
So next Friday, so it's up for a whole week, or sometimes we sell out of things. People, you know.
And we really do, because we're posting links on our social platforms, and some of those links are debunked because the item that we're posting to is already sold out.
Yeah, that's right.
So we've seen it quite a bit, especially this time of year. So be quick. If you want to get them at this price, it's actually no joke that they will sell out.
So go online and buy them. Ring up and buy them, or jump in the car, get down here and snap them up.
Yeah, and for those of you, well, I guess we're not showing our number on the screen, but it's 0393593331. You can call and order over the phone if you want to do it the traditional way, or you can just simply purchase them online at helloplants.com.au.
English box for $4.99. This really is a big spring clear out.
That really is. It lives up to the name of this sale for sure.
Okay, next box. So the next box is Tom Thumb. Now,
Plot says, brother's still doing what he loves. You're a voice of a generation.
Thank you.
Thanks, Plot.
Right. Now, Tom Thumb, if you've been struggling with English box, maybe you're a bit too frosty where you are, maybe the soil's no good, maybe it's a little bit of salt in the water, or a bit of salt in the soil. So you've got a bit of a salt problem, or you've got so if you're having difficulty, we've got Tom Thumb. Now Tom Thumb stays nice and green all year round, and it's got a very similar texture to an English box, but it grows at about twice the speed of English box, and it withstands heat, and it withstands poor soil, it withstands a bit of salt, it's much tougher than English box.
Yeah, and it looks very bushy and green like English box.
I've had people who are in difficult spots, they've planted English box hedge, they've lost it, and they've come to me and they said, look, we want to get a new English box hedge. And I said, no, we'll plant these Tom Thumbs, because if you've lost you don't want to lose your English box twice, you know.
Yeah.
So if you're struggling with
a good idea.
If you're struggling with English box, this is the answer. It's called Tom Thumb, and we've got the 6-inch Tom Thumb for reduced to $5.99, and the 3-inch Tom Thumb is reduced to $3.99. And they're beautiful little plants. Look at that for $3.99.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah,
great little plant. And there's your 6-inch pot there.
Yeah,
beautiful little plants. $5.99 and $3.99 respectively.
Yeah, they look great.
There we are.
Yeah.
So now, if you come down here, we've got the biggest box hedge section of any nursery in Victoria.
Yeah, we're having a big box sale, basically.
Yeah, big box sale,
a spin-off from the BIGG Spring Clean Out.
Yeah.
Hey, Alice says, thank you, I'm moving to a new apartment and thinking about balcony plants. There's a few here you could...
Yeah, do you know, we can give you a hand. Come down here, and you can even sit in with one of our little garden design sessions, our free garden design sessions. and bring some photos and measurements in, and we can fit out your balcony.
Yeah, you can book a free garden design service. We offer it on the website.
There's a few issues to consider, like which way is the balcony facing, how many stories up, you know, wind, sun, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, no worries. Jack asks, do you have any tips for fertilizer for zinnias? They're the indoor plant, are they? Zinnias?
I don't know them. You'd have to. I don't. But do you know that there's not many things that Osmocote wouldn't handle?
It's the all-round, Osmocote, Jack. Maybe try that.
Yeah, try your Osmocote. So now here we've got Ficus Flash. Now Ficus Flash, these are your Ficus Flash, your standard Ficus Flash, and these are only $29.99. So $29.99 for your Ficus Flash.
Yeah, that's awesome, and you can make them into a ball on a stick, essentially, can't you? Those ones?
And with your Ficus Flash, if you plant them now and you water and fertilise them, that you can make the head as big as a basketball in one summer.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Now we've got a standard bay, and this is reduced to $79.99. So $79.99 for a 10-inch pot standard bay.
That's wonderful. Yeah, that looks great, and that one will go good in a pot as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then you can cook it as well, can't you?
You can go off the grid. Never buy bay leaves again.
Off the grid for bay.
Some people spend 0.003% of their income on bay leaves. Well, this will cut the cost.
3% of their income.
No, 0.003. So they've worked out the average person spends 0.003 of their whole income, which is up to, I think it's up to 15 or 20 cents a year on bay leaves.
Yeah.
And this
probably more than that. Hey, Arnie's fam asks, do you sell green or white dwarf hydrangeas?
Dwarf hydrangea. Next week we've got your mid-sized tea times coming in green, white, and pink.
Okay, so midsummer.
Mid-size next week. Mid-size. Pink, and they're called tea time. Tea time.
Oh, there you go.
Beautiful medium size. A medium size, not really a miniature, but certainly not a big one. So so you can save 0.003% of your income by buying one of these bay trees and never buying bay leaves again.
All right, cool. Alice says, "Oh, amazing! I didn't know you did free sessions. I'll look into that." So yeah, you can just go to helloplants.com.au and you can go to the services tab at the top and you'll see free garden design in there. Now
box leaf privet is the most interesting hedge around because it looks like English box. Have a look at it there. This looks like English box.
Yeah, it's real fluffy and bushy.
It loves to grow, and it grows and it grows and it grows. In fact, I even had one complaint for a guy who said it grew too quick.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. At any rate,
that's the opposite of
Yeah, but anyway, if you want to harness that fast growth potential, say you've got a bare block. I get a lot of people coming. They build a big house in a big paddock up the country somewhere, and it looks very bare and empty. Run these up the driveway, and you can grow a 1 meter hedge in 1 year with these ones here. A 1 meter box hedge in 1 year.
And they look really good, don't they? Like that one there in Shepparton's quite beautiful.
Yeah, that's right.
Look at that.
So, and not only that, they don't mind if it's frosty. They don't mind if it's heavy clay soil. They don't mind if it's a bit hot and dry. Box leaf privet, very, very tough. Transform your property. Grow a 1 meter hedge in 1 year. Grow a 2 meter hedge in 2 years.
That's great.
Now you can trim it off, like in that picture there. You can keep it a meter tall, like in that picture there, or you can have it. You can run up to 2 meters tall. So box leaf privet, fast, cheap, easy, fantastic.
Beautiful border too.
Tough.
And it's soft too. It's not like a hard sort of.
Yeah, easy to cut.
Yeah, easy to cut.
Your power hedger. Funny, I had a guy, regular customer, used to spend a lot of money with me, owned a few properties all over the place. Anyway, when I first started growing these, I had a spare tray of 20. I said, look, try these on your place. At any rate, he went away. He came back the next year. He said, Chris, he said, you know them things you gave me? I said, yeah. He said, want 3,000. At any rate, and then I visited his property a year or two later, and he had hundreds of meters of beautiful hedges all around his property, and it looked unbelievable.
That's
absolutely
awesome.
Incredible. But what he saw how he used to always buy English box off me, and then he switched to buying these off me, and he could see that these were a property transformer.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really cool to hear. Hey,
box leaf privet, 3-inch pot, $2.99. There you are. So that's your 3-inch pot. It's $2.99.
Gosh, that's good.
And
value,
these
yeah.
big, sexy 6-inch pots. Now you've got to keep in mind a lot of the hardware stores and your retail nurseries, these sort of things are 12, 14, 15 bucks. So you'd imagine I probably do it for 10 bucks, but no, I don't. I'm charging $5.99. So $5.99 at the Grower Direct flash sale.
Beautiful. Mark asks, do you have any stock of tomato plants?
Well, it's an amazing thing. If you came down here this weekend,
we haven't quite launched it yet,
if you come down here this weekend, now this is a pre-launch, pre-launch, a prelude, a pre-sale.
Yeah.
What it is, if you go to one of the big hardware stores, what you'll find there is the very, very famous Nelly Kelly Red Robin tomato, which is it's a bush it's a tomato that you can grow in a pot because it's just a medium-sized tomato, very heavy fruiting, medium-sized fruit. Now normally it's a big brand name one, and normally you'd pay $7 for them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But if you come down here, and actually down here I'm going to charge $7 for this weekend too, right?
Yeah.
But if you came down here and you spent $10 on something else, just $10, you can buy 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5 of them for $2 each.
That's right. There you go, Mark. So that hasn't officially launched yet, but we'll kick it off from today pretty much, won't we?
We've got a van winging its way across town from the Nelly Kelly company, bringing these special tomatoes in, and I'll have them here tomorrow morning. For anybody spending over $10, you get these Nelly Kellys for $2.
$2. So you just have to spend over $10 and limit 5 per customer. So
and you probably wonder why I'd be doing something crazy like that, because I can sell them for $7. But what it is I love to see a crowd in here.
And also, tomatoes are kind of like, when you grow them, you feel good, don't you? Like it's sort of like they're quite kind of easy and not too tough to grow.
Whack one of these in a nice big pot. And you can have lots and lots of tomatoes, or even put 4 or 5 pots out on the deck.
And there's nothing more satisfying than growing your own.
And nothing tastier than when you pick them red and ripe yourself. There's nothing tastier than it, and the smell. Cut it open to fry it up in the morning. The smell is fantastic.
All right, there you go, Mark. I guess that answers it's a yes. And then Lily came in with, will you have dwarf tomato plants? I think you kind of answered it.
Okay, we have. It's the Red Robin, and if you came in here on the weekend and you spent $10, you can get 1, 2, 3, or 4 or 5 of them for $2 a piece.
There you go.
So if you spend $20, you get 10.
What if they buy 2 of them at $7 each instead of spent $14? Does it now become? We haven't thought about
what
that
you
yet.
should do is buy something else.
Something else, yeah. Oh, hang on. Questions are coming in thick and fast. Sorry, Mark just said thanks. We'll be there tomorrow. Love tomatoes. Maybe pick up some other veggie plants. So so do that.
Yeah,
so get $10 of veggie plants.
Yeah, buy a few others. Get your $10 through, and then get the Nelly Kelly tomato for $2.
There you go. And then Lily says, will they be available on Monday too? They should be, shouldn't they?
I reckon.
We're getting a few, so.
Yeah, I've got a couple of thousand of them, so I'm hoping to get a couple of Mondays out of them. All
right, let's see. Let's see how we go. There was there was one other one I think I missed. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anyone. Thanks everyone for your comments and questions. Oh, Ali just said, an icon before my eyes. Grew up with him. Thanks for the nice comment.
Thank you very much.
Maybe give Ali a hello.
Hello, Ali.
There you go.
Right, okay, now here we've got a great little deal. This is your standard lily pilly is just $29.99. So it's a 3-foot standard lily pilly for $29.99. I don't know how we keep doing them this cheap.
Yeah, that's very good. It's almost half price.
Yeah.
From the normal price.
I hope I'm not losing too much money on that one.
No. No. As long as you sell enough of them, you'll be right. All right, what do we got next? There's we're into
so what we've got is Peter Pan agapanthus. These have the beautiful little blue flowers on them, and they're a great little plant. Now, the reason why I did these ones here today is that normally people don't buy 1 or 2 Peter Pans. They normally buy 5 or 10 or 20 or 30 or something like that. And there's a very good, and now what it is that if you go to, one of the big hardware stores or one of your retail nurseries, they sell these in a 6-inch pot for $14-15, and if you needed 20 of them, that'd be like $300. But we've got these ones here, and they're a good, and that's why I wanted to show you that they're a really good plant, right? Not much different to what they sell in a bigger pot for $15, and we've got them for $4.99. So if you needed 20 of them,
yeah, that's awesome.
It'd cost you under $100, under $100 for 20 of them. So you could do for a fraction of the price instead of paying like $300 to do 20 of them. You know?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
and that'd be good on a pathway as well. Like
up there. There's nothing like a couple of dwarf agapanthus up the garden path.
Yeah. All right, great. All right, what's this one?
Now here we've got something absolutely fabulous. These are Elijah Blue Fescue. Now again, these are $14-15 at your local nursery. We're giving them away for $7.99. And look at that, beautiful,
they look wonderful,
beautiful. Look at that lovely blue.
Yeah, let's have a look at this.
Look at that there, absolutely beautiful.
Yep, there we go. Perfect. Yeah,
they're beautiful. They're a great way to get a bit of colour, plant a border. Really good for a modern garden. Like
garden, yeah. What about like a native garden? Would they go good?
You whack them in amongst the natives, it gives you that bit of colour. But look at the colour that they bring in, and they're $7.99 for big, beautiful, really generous plants.
Yeah, they look really good. They'll go good with that modern architecture style house.
Yeah, they really do. Now, if you're doing a native grass garden, this one here is your, maybe you're just doing a petrol station or something like that, and you need something cheap and tough. The knotted club rush is $3.99. So it's nice big bushy plants for $3.99.
That's awesome. And if you've just joined us, this is our Growers Direct flash sale where we have over 100 products at heavily discounted prices for 1 week only. Limited quantities do apply, so if they sell out, basically it's first in, first served sort of deal. So if you do like anything you see here today, make sure to act quick because they actually really do sell out. We're having trouble up in marketing keeping the links alive. You know, as soon as they sell out, the product's gone. So do be quick.
Okay, now what I want to talk to you about is strawberries, and I've got my grandkids growing strawberries, and it gets them. They love those little red strawberries, and when they see them grow, they learn a little bit about horticulture. But one of the things is that there's 2 types of strawberry on the market. Essentially, there's seedling strawberries, and what you notice, see this little tiny strawberry here. See, it's got a couple of strawberries on it like that. Now, I want to point that out. There's seedling strawberries. Now, seedling strawberries can take quite a while to fruit, and maybe not fruit so good. So a lot of nurseries are selling seedling strawberries. These ones here are red Gauntlet strawberries. Red Gauntlet is a commercial variety, and these have been produced from cutting, are sexually produced, and they're sexually, at a young age, you can see they're sexually mature.
They're already fruiting, yeah.
So if you were to get these and put them in a pot or put them in the garden, you'd have strawberries in a week or 2, but by Christmas you'd have lots of strawberries.
Yeah.
And so these are the strawberries that professional people buy. Yeah. To do the, you see people with fields of strawberries and they have people picking them and that. That's a professional standard strawberry, and so you'd probably expect to pay $5 or $6 for a professional standard strawberry, but the red Gauntlet strawberry professional standard $2.99.
Great deal right there, ready to fruit for Christmas time.
Yeah, well, they're ready to fruit now.
Fruit right now, even. Yeah. Oh, hang on, we're off camera there. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then over here, there we go. Yep. Beautiful.
So there we are, strawberries for $2.99, but not just any old strawberry. These are professional standard strawberries.
$2.99. That's fantastic. And then you're going to be able to get a tomato for $2 as well.
Yeah.
If you spend
now we've got your Kalamata Olive. Now your Kalamata Olive, 9 out of 10 people that come in here looking for an olive say they want Kalamata. Kalamata is your big one, your big green that then turns black that you can use, in a nice Italian or Greek style salad. And at any rate, you'd expect to pay $20 or more for something like that. These are only $14.99, and it's a good size, nice big plant. A couple of years from now, you'll be sitting back eating your own Kalamata olives. Fabulous.
And you can pickle them. They grow really good in Melbourne too, for those of us who've joined us in Melbourne. Yeah.
So $14.99 for a Kalamata olive.
Perfect. All right, Growers Direct flash sale.
Now what we've got here is your heritage raspberry. These fruit twice a year, once around Christmas and then later on as you get into autumn. They're fast growing. Where we've got them growing in our we've got a growing nursery, where they're growing in the growing nursery. Our dog found them and ate some of the raspberries.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And anyway, every time he goes into the growing nursery, he rushes straight to the raspberry patch to see if they're fruiting yet.
Yeah.
Like even right now, he'll be straight to the raspberry patch.
I was going to ask you, do you need to net them? But if you got that problem, it's sort of different, isn't it?
Yeah, the dog just adores raspberries, and every time he goes in, he goes in there, once or twice a week, straight to the raspberry patch to see if they're fruiting yet. I think it was one of the best.
What are those raspberry canes going for in our sale?
So in the sale, we're doing these raspberry canes for they're reduced from $29.99 to $12.99. Nice big beautiful raspberries. They'll be fruiting beautifully
by Christmas.
Yeah, and I love that.
Christmas,
there is nothing like raspberries fresh off the.
Yeah, it's awesome, and they're awesome to pull off the little cone things.
Yeah, they're beautiful. I think nothing tastes better than just to go out and pick raspberries in your raspberry patch.
It is unreal. And you can freeze them as well, so you can have them later, and also if they're really prolific. Ralph says olive it up. Talking about the olives before, we can olive it up. And we had another olive-related statement. I have some olive trees planted in Toowoomba, but they never ended up producing. All right, hang on, we've got a special guest. Special guest on the show. This is what we need on the show. You got to bring the dog every week. We'll have him.
Who is?
Oh, have you got something in your pocket?
Yeah.
Is that why? No wonder the dog was going there. Wow. Hey, Whiskey. Thanks for that appearance, Whiskey. We'll have to get you on the show next week. Hey, sorry, we'll go back to someone in Toowoomba saying, I can't read the name, Jerry, I think, or Jerky. They just said the olives didn't fruit in Toowoomba.
Olives should fruit fabulous in Toowoomba.
Yeah.
Now, it could be, there are non-fruiting olives, varieties, and it would have to be a non-fruiting. Olives just fruit so freely and easily. People haven't planted them in the streets around our suburb here, and they fruit beautifully. So I would say, there's Swan Hill olives and a few other olives, and I'd just make sure I didn't have a non-fruiting olive.
Is that right? Okay, could be a non-fruiting olive.
Yeah, but certainly those Kalamatas are fruiters.
Yeah. There you
so
go.
Here we've got this is a type of magnolia, and it's called Cinderella. And so Cinderella, they're just finishing flowering now, has a beautiful white flower. I'll show you. And once these get established, they have mountains. Look at that beautiful label there.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Once they get established, they have lots and lots of flowers, and they're a very hardy evergreen bush that absolutely mass flowers in springtime. So they're nearly finished flowering now. So Cinderella magnolia, normally $36.99, now only $29.99. They're about 3 foot tall. Beautiful, healthy plants. And if you plant these now, you could get 60 or 70 centimetres of growth on them in the next 12 months. So within 12 months, they could be up like that.
Beautiful. And you could do a hedge too, right?
You could do a hedge.
Yeah.
You could do a hedge, or you could do, hello.
So customers are coming through to back here, but that looks like a good selection too.
Yeah. So you could do a hedge, or you could use those Cinderellas as a specimen. Now what we've got here is your Little Gem Magnolia. Now your Little Gem Magnolia, 8-inch
just
pot.
quickly, sorry, we've got a couple of viewers from Southeast Queensland. So shout outs to Ronzan and Blue Lotus.
Hello.
And then Blue Lotus just said, where is this? We should probably...
Yeah, we're in Victoria. We're in Victoria, not far from the Tullamarine Airport.
That's right.
Yeah, come and visit us. Just fly in and Uber out. a $15 Uber from the airport.
Absolutely, nice and easy.
Yeah, Melbourne's busiest plant retail nursery with more stock than any other nursery. Well worth a visit.
That's right. There's customers in the back here with huge trolleys coming through.
Okay, so
go
now
wrong.
what we've got is your 10-inch pot Little Gem. Now, they're nice. These 10s are nice big plants, and you'd expect to pay $80, $90 or something like that. They're $51.99. So $51.99 for a nice big Little Gem.
Awesome. And you can hedge those up as well. All of this is great for hedging, isn't it, and borders?
Yeah.
Or just growing them as a feature tree. They're kind of beautiful with all the flowers, right?
Yep.
Hey Chris, Dom Down Under says, can you recommend really fast growing trees that are evergreen?
Okay, the fastest evergreen tree that I know of
For hedging, sorry.
It's called Ulmus jarralensis.
Ulmus jarralensis. Okay.
Now, Ulmus evergreen older. And at any rate, I've regularly grown them 5 meters in the first year that you plant them. So 5
meters, okay,
and
there you go.
they can trim up into a beautiful hedge or screen, or you can just grow them natural. Google them and have a look at them. They're used in Central America around coffee plantations that last year or two.
Is it the Turak gum, same thing? Or?
Yeah, sometimes commonly called a Turak gum because people went mad for them in the 70s in Turak.
Yeah.
And planted them all around their houses everywhere, and they're called Turak gum trees.
Yeah.
They had their Turak tractor in those days, which was the Range Rover.
Yeah.
And if you were anybody with a couple of bob, you had a...
And then Don Burke did a black PR piece on them, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right, and stop people from planting them. But
right,
anyway,
Dom, there you go.
But the fastest
older,
one, 5 meters in a year, evergreen older.
5 meters in a year. And then he says, prefer trees to hedge. Yeah, you can hedge them, can't you?
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. Perfect. All right, there you go.
If you Google evergreen older, you'll see a beautiful hedge, a photo that I put up on the web. Now here we have Princess Cleopatra. Now this is a beautiful, with a lovely little hint of pink in the flower. So it's white with a hint of pink. Have a look at this one here. And this is a lovely little magnolia. And you can use it as a specimen, use it as a pot plant. Masses of beautiful little flowers in springtime. Or use it as a hedge, use it as a nice medium-sized hedge. And these are only $29.99.
Awesome.
So $29.99.
Hey, Cameron made a good suggestion. You could use Photinias as a super hedge because evergreen alders get way too big. What do you think to that? Photinia robustas.
You can, if you trim your evergreen alders, can get really big.
Yeah.
But there's a great photo. If you Google evergreen alder, there's a great photo of a beautiful hedge.
Yeah.
And it's one on our website as well. You can make a beautiful hedge. In fact, at one time...
Oh, yeah, I've seen... Yeah, and you can have them kind of low.
Yeah, that's right,
I've seen it.
But one time I saw an evergreen alder trimmed into a giant basket. It had a big handle on the top and a big bowl like that. And it was about 5 meters tall and about 3 meters wide, but it was the most beautiful topiary of a basket. So
that's amazing.
Very, very versatile. You can make a hedge out of them, but but Photinia robusta is one of the best fast-growing hedges. So I agree there that Photinia robusta is one of the best fast-growing hedges.
Thanks for the suggestion, Cameron. Sarah says, I seen you on TV. And must have been a long time ago, though, because you haven't been on TV for a while.
Yeah, I've been off TV for a while, haven't I?
And then Nanny says, howdy, howdy.
Yeah.
There you go.
But I've done a couple of ads that were
we did do some regional TV last year. It might have been that.
Yeah. So Inaba Shidare, the Japanese, this is a beautiful dark purple. Look at the colour in there. Look at the colour we've got there. A beautiful dark purple weeping maple. Normally these cost hundreds of dollars. These are nice big bushy plants, and they're reduced from $2.99 to $179.99. So $179.99.
Yeah,
and these are beautiful dark purple, reddy purples, and then beautiful scarlet in the autumn. And you'll find Inaba Shidare particularly grow it in the hot sun. As long as it's planted with good loose soil and planted properly with nice moisture and looked after a little bit, it'll grow in the hot sun and be extra purple in the hot sun.
Do they like shade as well, or?
Bit of afternoon shade, they love it.
Okay. There's a question here from Sanchez asking, hi, any ornamental tree on sale? Any ornamental?
Yeah, we've got actually this week.
Maybe they mean ornamental pears. Or I'm not sure.
No, just anything ornamental.
Yeah.
We've got some really good out the front. We've got some really cheap bare rooted stuff going out this weekend.
Okay,
now,
cool.
what we've got here is an Orangeola maple. Now, Orangeola, beautiful shape, amazing colour, an incredible orange autumn colour. Your Orangeola maple is just $179.99. So $179.99, a beautiful, rare, special Japanese maple, just $179.99.
That's awesome.
and
Limited quantities do apply on these items too.
Yeah, okay.
So let's get, we got the next one. So Growers Direct Flash Sale. Nani asked, do you sell pond plants?
No.
But maybe something we can look into.
Yeah, it's something I want to get into. Now what we've got here is a Trident maple. Now I'm going to show you, this is a Trident maple, is a Japanese maple, but it's a very special. Now have a look there. What you can see is it's got the little tiny Japanese maple leaf. Look at that beautiful little Japanese maple leaf. So there it is there.
Yeah.
Now, why would you buy a Trident maple and not the common Japanese maple? I'll tell you why you would buy this. Your Trident maple is as beautiful or more beautiful than a lot of other Japanese maples. It has beautiful fine foliage, it grows into a lovely shape, it has fantastic autumn colour, and the autumn colour on the Trident lasts 2 or 3 times as long as the autumn colour on the common Japanese maple. Yeah. Because it's a hard glossy leaf, and I used to have a big one in the middle of our garden, remember when you were a child, and when the leaves fell down, the whole garden would look, I was covered in coloured confetti. Beautiful leaves everywhere. So long autumn colour, but the main reason why you'd buy this, it's really tough. If you've got a spot that's a bit hot and windy for a Japanese maple, maybe the soil's not great, maybe it's a bit exposed, this is the tough Japanese maple. This is the Japanese maple that if you lived out the back of Bendigo, you always want a Japanese maple, but you can never grow one. Or maybe you live out the back of Seymour or something like that, and you've really struggled to grow a nice Japanese maple.
Trident.
The Trident maple is the one to go for. Now your Trident maple is just $17.99. So $17.99. That's awesome. That's 4 foot tall. Great buying. Trident maple. Get yourself a rare Japanese maple for $17.99.
It looks like you can bonsai those as well.
Oh yeah,
bonsai, they go huge.
Actually, when I've travelled in Japan, I expected to see Japanese maples everywhere. And this Japanese maple like that, I didn't see them everywhere. What I saw everywhere was I saw Trident maples. The Japanese are crazy for the Trident. Okay. And I saw more bonsais and more Tridents than I saw the palmatums. We love the palmatum here, but the Japanese seem to really love the Trident.
Yeah, right.
And so here we've got a beautiful Japanese maple, about 1.5 meters tall, for $17.99. So $17.99 for a beautiful Japanese maple.
All right, now for those of you who've just joined us, it's our Growers Direct flash sale happening live right now. We've got over 100 plants on special. You can scan the QR code or you can go to our website, hillii.plants.com.au.
Okay, now here's something that doesn't look so beautiful today, but what we've got here, look at these beautiful flowers that you get on this one here. Now there's something really special. There's 2 things really special about this one here. First of all, most dogwoods are fully deciduous. Once this is established in your garden, this is a beautiful evergreen dogwood. And then the next thing is, people can grow this one here who've never been able to grow a dogwood before. It's not so fussy about the soil. It's not so fussy about various different conditions. So this is this is the hardiest dogwood you can get. But I'm going to tell you the really special feature. The flowers have got a little bit of green in them, a little bit of yellow, and a little bit of pink. They're and so they've got that little bit of colour in it. But the amazing thing about this one here is all over Melbourne and all over Victoria, this one flowers for Christmas.
Oh, okay. That's the flowering Christmas one.
And I call it your Christmas dogwood. So it's actually your Christmas. This is your Christmas dogwood. Makes a beautiful cut flower for Christmas. So it grows quickly into quite a large tree. Yeah. It has that sort of strawberry fruit on it. But this is the one that looks, and it has that little bit of green, little bit of pink in it that just makes it interesting, exciting. Yeah. But the amazing thing is, who wouldn't like to have a beautiful dogwood flowering for Christmas?
And that's about to burst into flower, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. So
there's buds all over it.
So if you want a beautiful dogwood in your garden flowering at Christmas time, and you'd expect to pay a fortune for it, but no, these are $19.99.
Okay.
$19.99 for your Christmas dogwood.
Ready to flower for Christmas.
Yeah. Now what you've got to remember is you can buy this online, you can buy it over the phone, you can come down and buy it, and if you spend over $399, you've got free delivery over most of Victoria, up to Traralgon, Ballarat, Bendigo.
Yeah. Mandan.
Yeah.
I only found out about that suburb.
Malden,
sorry.
Yeah, Malden.
So I thought it was like Wandon with an M.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Now here we've got your white cedar. Now your white cedar has beautiful blue flowers. Your white cedar is an Australian native, and this is probably the toughest shade tree. If you go way out in the Mallee, and you'll often see a cattle yard in the middle of nowhere, it never gets any water. You see beautiful big lush ones of these all around the cattle yard. This is a tree, a really tough tree that will grow in the it's amazing because it actually comes out. It's native to the rainforest of Queensland.
Yeah.
But people grow it in the Mallee. They grow it in central New South Wales. They grow it right in the outback of Victoria. And this is a tree that will survive, and they use them as street trees all around my suburb in Glenroy.
Yeah.
And it's the toughest tree around. Beautiful.
Yeah, is it a type of ash or?
No, it's not. It's the proper name is Melia azedarac or white cedar.
Yeah, you do see them everywhere.
Yeah, actually, and they're all around the place. And it's if you want something on the farm or in front of your factory, down at the beach house, if you want something you never have to worry about, your white cedar is the answer. Beautiful blossom in springtime, lovely green lush foliage in the summer, fabulous shade tree, and then bare in the winter. So white cedar, Melia azedarac, and nice and cheap. They're only $17.99. So $17.99.
When do they flower actually?
They're just coming into flower. I'd say another couple of weeks. So Glenroy, where I live, will be full of them in flower everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Now here we've got your ornamental date palm. If you've got a nice big posh mansion, you put one or two of these out the front, and it gives you that luxurious, stately home look. And these are the ones that get the big trunk on them. If you give them plenty of water, they grow like crazy. And there it is there, your ornamental date palm. Normally they cost a fortune, but this one here, 16-inch pot, is only $1.99. So $1.99.
Fantastic. That'll give you something next to the swimming pool or get that tropical look in your garden.
Now if you're doing a native style garden, maybe you've got to comply with some council conditions. These are really popular for modern native gardens. They're called Poa Tussock Grass, and we've got them. They're a good sized plant. Have a good look at this. They're a good sized plant. Like some people would charge $10 or $12 for this in a 6-inch pot, but we've got these for Poa Tussock Grass. It's just $3.99, and we're giving away a really decent plant for that. Have a look. I'll just give you a look at that. Look at that. Poa Tussock Grass, $3.99. Look at that. And this will make a beautiful big plant in no time at all. So $3.99 for the Poa Tussock Grass gives you that lovely natural look in the garden for $3.99. At $3.99 you can afford to mass plant them.
That's awesome.
Now,
great for your architectural style modern landscape. You know?
Now look at this weeping cherry here. Isn't this fantastic? Look at the size and the shape and the weepingness of it all. Now at your local Manning's warehouse, you might expect to pay $200 or $300 for something like this. And I mean $200 or $300. If you look at the work and the years that have gone into growing, it's not unrealistic, really, is it? $200 or $300. But we've got it here for $149.99. So that's half what you'd expect to pay. $149.99 for a beautiful mid-sized weeping cherry.
Yeah, great. Have it as a feature tree. For those of you who've just joined us, it's our Growers Direct flash sale, which is happening live right now. 100 plus products at incredible prices. As you'll see, limited quantities do apply, and the sale goes for only 1 week.
Now here we've got a 20-inch pot. Now this is an advanced one. Look at the thick trunk on that. That's nearly as old as me. That's ancient.
How old would it really be, Chris?
I reckon this to be 5 or 6 years old from when it was originally planted, which is a little older than me. But anyway, beautiful cascading. This is the sort of thing you'd have to wait years and years to produce in your own garden. Yeah. And you've got this one here for not $300. And now if this is, you'd expect to pay $400 for something like this. We're doing this for $199. $1.99. And now remember, we've got free delivery over most of Victoria when you spend $399. So you could be in Seymour, you go online, you buy a couple of these, and you got free delivery all the way out to Seymour. I don't know how we do it actually.
That's right. Spend over $3.99 for your free delivery, and you can get two of it. How many of those actually we got available in the sale at that price?
We've got 10 of them.
Okay, so you just get 2 of those, and you'd have free delivery.
Yeah.
Maybe one on either side of a paveway or an entrance. Hey, Kirsten asked, what do you recommend for screening that does not flower at all and is non-toxic to dogs?
Bamboo.
Oh yeah?
It only flowers once every 80 years.
Does that actually flower?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
It does. Once every 80, you should look it up online. Once every 80 years, it flowers and seeds.
Does not flower at all.
Well, that's a bit hard.
So is there not everything flowers, does it? Like pretty much that goes into.
What wouldn't flower? No, well,
because Photinia flowers.
No, but if your bamboo only flowered once every 80 years.
Yeah, can you live with that, Kirsten? 80 years between flowering, you should be alright. I don't know.
Yeah. And the other thing,
it's not toxic to dogs though. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Bamboo. There
and
you go.
Your box leaf privet. Now your box leaf privet, I've never ever seen it flower.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Never
I
ever.
thought they flowered somehow.
No, they don't. No, some of your different privets do, but not your box leaf privet. Anyway,
box leaf privet, Kirsten,
look
try
at
that
this
as well.
advanced weeping cherry for $200. Unbelievable.
Yep, can't go wrong. We've got 10 of those only available at that price.
Yeah.
Grab 2, get free delivery.
Yeah, up she goes. Yep. So what we've got here is a beautiful Mexican cotton palm. Now, what's special about a Mexican cotton palm, I will tell you, is that many people will have gone and bought themselves a bungalow palm, and they're living out in, maybe they're in Narrow Warren or out on the fringes of Melbourne somewhere, out on Caroline Springs. They buy themselves a bungalow palm. Winter comes, and the thing turns brown and shrivels up, and it can be very disappointing, particularly if you bought 6 of them and put them in a row. And they all turn brown, they all shrivel up.
That would not be great.
Yeah, but at any rate, if you were to drive an hour's drive out of Los Angeles out to Palm Springs, out in Palm Springs, the minimum temperature is -6. So your minimum temperature you're going to experience out there is -6. Maximum temperature is about 50.
Wow, extreme.
And very, very dry. And you'll find the Washington palm thrives out in Palm Springs. It loves it out there.
Yeah, they've got real big ones out there.
That's where it comes from. It comes from, this is like the signature plant of Palm Springs. And if you plant these around your house, you can get that Palm Springs look. But the great thing is you get that cold, frosty nights in winter. The damn thing doesn't die, it thrives.
And it grows good in Melbourne then, I'm
assuming. It does, because really Melbourne would be more similar to LA than most other cities. In terms, you've got hot in the summer and you're cold in the winter. And this one here is the one that really handles the Melbourne conditions. And I love the look of them. I love the lovely red trunk that they get, and I love the big fan palm type leaves. So your Mexican cotton palm, native to Palm Springs, -6 to 50 degrees, no worries.
Beautiful.
And it'll take extreme drought, and if you give it plenty of water, it'll grow like crazy.
Beautiful. I'm just reading the comments here. Nanny says buy non-invasive bamboo. And then Kirsten says, yeah, I'm deathly allergic to bees, so can't have flowers. Thanks so much. And then Kirsten just asked, do you have non-invasive bamboo at your nursery?
We sure do. We've got 3 or 4 different sorts here.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
There you go. I don't think we're allowed to sell the invasive species.
Oh, we are, but we don't.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so now what we've got here is Alba magna azalea. Now, the whole industry has been absolutely desperately short of these. These are very, very tough magnolias, really, really hardy. And your Alba magna azalea is reduced from $29.99 to $25.99. So if you've been looking, people doing green and white gardens love to buy the Alba magna azalea.
Gives you that classic look.
Yeah, it gives you that classic look. But if you've been out looking for them, going online, and you've been disappointed because you couldn't find Alba magna azaleas, we've got them here on our Grower Direct Flash Sale.
Perfect.
So you've seen them first this year at Hello Hello.
Excellent. Kirsten says, perfect, I'll be visiting.
Great,
Get the
thank you.
bamboos. Yeah, there's plenty of bamboo here to check out.
Right, okay, so Alphonse Anderson Azalea, and these are just $25.99. This is a beautiful pink flowering azalea, Alphonse Anderson. This is a classic hardy one. It'll take quite a bit of sun, a real good hardy plant, at only $25.99.
Great, and they're in flower now, aren't they? Or are they sort of finished?
No, they're in the pots. They tend to be finished, but I noticed in the garden, because the soil is colder in the garden, they're still going in the garden, but finished in the pots.
All right, we're just looking at flowering colour at the moment in the big spring clean out sale, part 2.
Yeah, and here we've got Rose Queen. This is a beautiful big double pink. I'll give you a good look at that label. Rose Queen. These are lovely big bushes, ready to look fabulous in your garden. $25.99. So $25.99 for this beautiful Rose Queen.
Great. All right, and for those of you who've just joined us, it's our Growers Direct Flash Sale where we show off over 100 products at heavily reduced discounted prices that are only available at these prices for the next week, and limited quantities do apply. Now we've got some colour coming in, cottage colour.
Yeah, now what we've got here is Bacopa. Now Bacopa flower fabulously. They don't, in the heat of summer they don't flower so good, but they'll grow in a little bit of a shady spot, maybe morning sun, afternoon shade. Grow them in a hanging basket. Often, if I've got a plant that looks a bit boring in the pot, I'll throw 1 or 2 of these underneath and it'll turn it into the pot of excitement. But at any rate, have a look at these. And what we've got is we've got beautiful different colours of these, and these are really, really cheap. How much are they? We'll just have a look. They are Bacopa, $10.99. So $10.99, and take a look. We've got your choice of pink. Now put these in a hanging basket, grow them in a pot, grow them in the garden. A lot of people are going to have pots where plants have passed away, and rather than looking at an old empty pot looking old and yucky, just grab these. These are $10.99. They've been reduced to $10.99. At most stores, I think you're paying $12 or $14 for nice big Bacopas like this. These are just $10.99, and they will, you bring that old pot of that, maybe you've got a hanging basket where the Boston fern just shriveled up and died in the heat of summer, and the hanging basket's just hanging around empty. Throw 1 or 2 of these in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did Boston ferns do that? Did they just shrivel up and...
If you forget to water them a couple of times, they're gone. But and rather than be heartbroken, get yourself a Bacopa in there and enjoy it.
Yeah, and they last for ages, don't they?
Yeah.
Hey, Kirsten asks, are there any palm trees that are non-toxic to dogs?
I don't know.
Or do we only have toxic ones?
We'd have to Google and have a look.
Yeah, sorry Kirsten, not sure on that one. Roland says, hi from the Philippines. Do you have Salvatoris palm seeds or seedlings? Salvatoris, sorry.
No, we don't.
We don't.
We're not quite as tropical as you guys in the Philippines.
Melbourne's not tropical at all, really. Nanny says, didn't get there last week. Do you have many bare-rooted standard roses left?
Yes, we do. It's our last weekend of the standard roses. No, I had counted them just before. There's 325 still to go.
Amazing. All right, get in quick, Nanny, because they will go.
Now, here's a funny thing. Lots of you have heard of the happy plant, right? But the problem is that the plant is independently happy. It's just happy, right? And it doesn't mean that you're going to be happy. But if you buy this one here, this is the Be Happy plant. This will actually make you happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the Be Happy plant. Be happy. And look at that. I feel happier already just looking at those beautiful orange flowers. So have a look at this and be happy. So Be Happy plant.
Force yourself to be happy.
Yeah, Be Happy plant, $11.99. A lot of people are charging, I mean, it's hard to be happy when people charge you $16 for something like that, but at $10.99, it's easy to be happy.
Yes, that's right.
So here we've got, now these are fantastic. These are your cut leaf brachyscomes. At any rate, these flower nearly all year. If you plant these, you'll almost never catch them not flowering. They flower all the time, and they're beautiful little pink flowers. Look at that, look at that. and
Yeah,
they
look,
just
great,
flower and
great.
flower and flower. You could pop them into your cottage garden. You could grow them in a hanging basket, grow them in a pot, grow them as a border, and they're nice and cheap. These are $9.99, so $9.99. A lot of big stores charging $12, $14, $15 for them. We got it for $9.99. Beautiful little pink cutleaf brachyscomes.
Perfect. So it's our Growers Direct flash sale for those of you who've just joined us. We release over 100 products at heavily reduced prices for the next week, and they're limited in quantities.
Brachyantha, when you spend over $399, you've got free delivery all through Melbourne, right down to Seaford, right down on the peninsula, right down to the end of the peninsula. What's Portsea? Right down as far as Portsea.
Yeah, Portsea,
Then
right
all
on
the
the
way
tip there.
Yeah, all the way out to Tarralgon, Curramborough, Leongatha.
Sale.
Yeah, no, not Sale.
not Sale,
That's
sorry.
all. We charge $120 extra.
Oh,
to
yeah,
get
that's the threshold. You don't
yeah,
go
that's
that
right.
far.
But then you can go up to Bendigo, Shepparton, Ballarat,
Yeah,
down to
it's
Geelong,
Pretty massive coverage.
down on the surf coast there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just check out our free delivery service on our website.
yeah. I bought a new van. I bought a new van for doing deliveries only about 8 or 9 months ago. I think it's at about 80,000 k's.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, so take us up on that. That's a true service we offer, which is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Now look, this is your brachyantha, a beautiful brachyantha. These are just coming into flower now. They have these beautiful little paper daisies. Look at this wonderful little paper daisy emerging here, and this
About
could
to
be
come out, yeah.
emerged at your garden for $11.99. So $11.99 for beautiful little brachyanthus.
Perfect. So it's our Growers Direct flash sale. We've left a comment in the comment section if you want to get to the sale. Otherwise, head to hellohelloplants.com.au and you'll see the live sales tab at the top. Or you can scan that QR code if you're technologically inclined.
Now, at my house, we've got an old urn, and the top was broken on it. And my partner planted a beautiful one of these in it. And right now, it's about this round, just one plant. It's out about this round, and you can't see any of the cracks in the top of the pot. It's just sort of cascading over the top. Looks like, and I'd say, if you counted the flowers, just one plant, it would have at least 1,000 flowers on it. And these were, when these first came on the market, they called them million bells. And I was looking at mine, you can hardly see the leaves for the flowers. But
Really?
if
Yeah,
you
I can
want,
see the image
Now-
behind you.
now these ones here, Calabraces, if you want real colour in your garden, maybe you've got some old pots, maybe you've got a garden bed that looks a bit dull, you buy these ones here, they're $10.99, and they grow for years and years and years if you look after, water and fertilise them. But in no time at all, like I'd imagine something like this, you put this in the good conditions, you water it, you give it a bit of Osmocote, it'll be as big as a dinner plate, and it'll have 400 or 500 flowers on it in no time at all. So
That's
if you want, and these flower like mad right through summer and right into autumn and right into the beginning of winter, and then they knock off. And then mine is fully in flower now. It's October and it's gone completely berserk.
Yeah. Hey,
So-
if you're watching our live, thank you so much to everyone who's left us a comment or asked us a question. Make sure to share and like this live too, because it helps others discover this incredible sale. Not everyone knows about it. We do try to promote it as far and wide as we can, but some of these deals are really awesome. If you know someone who needs to do up their garden, their Growers Direct flash sales are the best way to do it to really save on the costs of gardening.
Yeah. Now what we've got here is your Camellia Knockout. So this one here is a real knockout. It's nearly finished flowering now. It doesn't look so wonderful, but I'll show you the label. It just gets these giant bunches of pink flowers. The flowers form by the bunch, and it's an amazing pink. It's a pink that'll knock your socks off. And these are normally an expensive, highly promoted plant, hard to get. We've got the Knockout reduced from $49.99 to $34.99.
Incredible.
Yeah, the grower nearly cried when we had to do it for this price.
And they have prolific flowering too.
He said, but they're fantastic. I said, but our customers need a good price.
They need a good deal.
Yeah,
that's right.
and I had him almost reduced to tears to get it down to a good deal.
That's it.
Yeah, he was crushed.
Yeah, I don't know how we do it. I really don't. Like, some of these prices are incredible.
Okay, now what we've got here is the Camellia with Love. Now, what's good, this is a what's called a slimline camellia. So if you're looking to make a a camellia hedge, or you want one as a specimen, it's sort of tall and skinny. So you want a tall, skinny camellia. This With Love is fantastic. I'm going to give you a close look at the flower. And when they're covered in flowers, now these start flowering in autumn and flower right till the middle of winter. So they're finished now, but from autumn right to the middle of winter. So you can make the most beautiful, tall, skinny flowering hedge. They're a vigorous grower. And this With Love one here is only $34.99. So they're normally a $50, $60 plant, $34.99 for the slimline camellia With Love.
And they would also make a pretty good hedge, wouldn't they? You could do like a real thin hedge with that up the driveway. Yeah, that's
like a lot of people have got a skinny side of the house. They got this skinny side of the house where the house and the fence are close together, but they want to block the fence off. And so for that skinny side of the house, I use With Love all the time.
Okay.
As the solution.
Millie says hello. Camp says
hello, Millie.
Camper Liz says, I want to buy a mango tree. Do we sell mango trees or?
No, we're a bit far south.
Too south, yeah.
Yeah, too far south.
And Pookie says, hype man in the background, love it. No worries, thanks Pookie.
Okay, so what we've got here is your wallflower. But this is your bright side purple glow, and this is a lovely big wallflower for $11.99. Now what's great about having a wallflower is they're nearly finished flowering now, but these start flowering in the dead of winter. Absolutely in the dead of winter, and they'll fill your garden. And we've got a few different colours of them too, but these will fill your garden with beautiful purple flowers right in the dead of winter, right up until the mid of spring.
Yeah, and the colours are awesome because they're like that multicolour. You get sort of like sunset colours and things like that.
Yeah, really nice.
Bright side purple glow, there you go. What was the price actually? Did you actually say the price on those at the moment? Bright side.
They're $11.99.
Alright, $11.99. All part of the Growers Direct flash sale.
Now, what happened to not happening, right?
What's happening? We're missing a product. Or?
So here we've got blue.
There's an example of the sale item selling out.
So here we are. Now at a lot of stores, a decent size hydrangea is costing $50, and people are grabbing them by the body.
Well, we just found out from one of our pullers that they're sold out in real time.
Really?
Yeah, we just this is what I'm saying. I'm not even making this up. Like, there's customers buying stuff in the background while we're trying to do the sale, and they're wrecking the sale for us. No, not really, but you know what I mean.
Okay.
All jokes aside.
Yeah, a lot of people are charging $50 for a decent size. These are really good size. We've got blue ones, we've got pink ones, and we've got white ones. So blue, pink, and white hydrangeas, normally $50 each. Nice big ones like this. And these have been reduced to $24.99. So $24.99 for a blue, a pink, or a white 8-inch pot hydrangea.
You reckon Manning's Warehouse would have them like that?
Not this size and price, no.
Yeah. All right, Big Quick hydrangeas, super special, selling out in real time here. Growers Direct flash sale, helloplants.com.au. Head over there to the sale.
Now this is one, when I'm doing my garden designs, we'll show you this one here. It's got nice purple flowers.
Oh, it's got flowers already.
When I'm doing my garden designs and I've got a shady corner and I want to brighten it up a little bit and I want something that'll do it really vigorously, this is my go-to plant. This is called Lamian Beacon Silver, or Silver Beacon. Lamian Silver Beacon.
What sort of condition do they need though?
It loves a cool shady spot.
Okay.
And goes crazy. Put it in a cool shady spot. And so if you've got a spot, might be under the step or on the south side of the house, maybe you're whacking a few hydrangeas in, put it in underneath the hydrangeas just to bring it to life.
Yeah.
And it loves that cool shady with a bit of moisture kind of a spot. And these Lamian Beacon Silvers are only $11.99. So $11.99.
$11.99.
Now these are in 6-inch pots. They're good sized plants. Look at this one here. Beautiful plants. Now it brings me to an important point. This year, the going price in most nurseries, and even at that Manning's Warehouse place, the going price is $12 to $17 for a 6-inch pot.
Oh wow!
So just take this into account. This is $11.99. So 11 big savings to be had down here at Hello.
Yep, savings across the board. That's for sure. And especially if you buy a few of them. But we do limit the quantities at these prices, so you do need to act fast.
Now here we've got the Hidcoat Lavender, and these are. I wonder what they really are.
Do we not have the price?
So $11.99. So $11.99.
Oh.
Now 14, 15, 16 bucks is what you pay most places. Now your head coat lavender is a form of English lavender. A lot of people come and ask me for English lavender, but they don't realise English lavender grows about this tall. And so
massive.
as a little border up the garden path, it could be a bit
daunting.
overpowering.
Yeah.
But your head coat lavender is a miniature. It's a miniature English lavender. It's also the one, if you went down to Lilydale in Tasmania and visited the lavender farm there, it's an awesome experience. Fantastic.
Okay.
Particularly to go there when they're in flower.
In Lilydale?
It's Lilydale in Tasmania.
Oh, in Tasmania, okay.
It's near Scottsdale. A wonderful place to go to. Absolutely recommend it. I went there and I loved it. You
and
go
they've got
there,
lavenders everywhere today.
You go there, catch the lavenders in flower. At any rate, the variety that they use the head coat lavender for perfume production there.
Oh, okay,
and so head coat lavender, heaps of fragrance, a real English lavender, but it doesn't get too big. So this is the lavender that most people are looking for. Head coat lavender, and instead of paying 16 or 18 or 20 bucks, these are $11.99. So $11.99 for head coat lavender.
Fantastic. Kangaroo Kaz says, this is great. Love seeing and learning about new plants.
Great, thank you
for joining us, Kangaroo
Love
Kaz.
doing it.
Yeah, we love doing this, and also we would really love if you can share this live, like it. Helps us be discovered by new people such as yourself, because we get more people should learn about these incredible deals.
People can help their friends and relatives. If you've got friends and relatives trying to get a garden going, but it's costing them a fortune, this is how you short circuit and get your garden going on the cheap. Is go to our Grower Direct flash sale. So you should send your friends here. You can just get them to scan this code here and get them to that page and get their plants cheap. Like, check these out. These are lobularias, and they're only $9.99.
And they have a really nice fragrance too.
Oh, wonderful fragrance.
It's like a honey smell.
Sometimes you can call your lobularias. I don't know why they call them lobularias.
I thought they were alyssum.
I always call them alyssum.
Yeah.
But the smell here is heavenly.
Yeah, that's really, you can smell them from here.
Absolutely wonderful. It's a sort of it's like
honey.
It's like a mixture of honey and spice.
Yeah.
So like a cinnamony sort of spice.
Yeah.
So it's like honey and spice, and these are, how much do they get? I've forgotten.
$9.99.
$9.99. Big full flowery plants. And what's great about these is they're perennial. They're not an annual. They're a perennial. They'll last and last in the garden, and they flower. Your lobularia or alyssum will flower 365 days of the year.
Perfect. And $9.99 for those. You can do pink and white there. Karen asks, what is the best rose that doesn't get diseased?
Do you know, I was looking out our kitchen window. My partner's planted Charles de Gaulle.
Oh, okay. That one's good, is it?
Charles de Gaulle, I love the colour, I love the smell. But it's funny, it smells to affect different people. She reckons the smell's not that fantastic, but I love the smell of it. It's a little bit spicy, a little bit, it's got a nice...
You can check out, we've got a rose article on the smellometer.
Yeah, now Charles de Gaulle, beautiful sort of mauvey flower.
Yeah.
And very little disease.
Okay.
Really
Charles
easy to grow and look after.
What colour is it actually? Is it red?
A mauve colour.
Mauve, okay,
yeah,
cool.
Beautiful mauve colour. But I was noticing very, we don't spray our roses much, and very, very disease free.
Alright, try that one out, Karen. Charles de Gaulle.
Right, so here we've got Osteospermum 3D white. Now, you've got to really appreciate this. A lot of your osteos have got sort of yellow dots in the middle. The 3D is famous because they've bred a little bushy.
Oh, they got no dot
covered
in
the
there.
yellow dot, yeah.
Yeah.
Some great plant breeder got rid of the yellow dots, and so 3D is sort of it's a three-dimensional flower.
Yeah.
Great flower. Now, how much do these cost?
What are these ones going out the door for? $11.99.
$11.99 for the 3D white.
Alright, so this is all part of our Growers Direct flash sale happening for the next week. Get in quick while these are on sale, or until they're sold out, of course. Incredible deals, incredible savings.
Now here we've got Pink Sun, Osteospermum Pink Sun, a really interesting sort of mixture of pinks and yellows. Have a close look at that, absolutely fabulous. and only Pink Sun is only $11.99. So $11.99 for Pink Sun. Pink Sun.
That's awesome. It's got like 3 colours in it.
Yeah, it's a really. I'm sure the plant breeder was excited when he saw that. Now penstemon have beautiful big tall flower spikes. You'll see them come up on the screen. Look, penstemons are glorious. If you're a cottage gardener, if you want a bit of funkiness, some funky old-fashioned, if you want that funky old-fashioned cottage look in your garden, here we've got the cha-cha, and your cha-cha is only $11.99. $11.99 for the cha-cha penstemon. So cha-cha penstemon, $11.99. These will be flowering in a couple of weeks in your garden. They'll be fantastic to have.
Yeah, they look awesome. Says some nice workers making sure it's placed perfectly. That's right. Thank you. Thank you to everyone.
Now, here we are, penstemon, another penstemon, Petunia, Cannonball White. If you want some, plant these, like if you've got some old pots hanging around, if you've got some old hanging baskets, fill them up with these. Throw a bit of Osmocote on them, get them moving. Actually, what I'd do is I'd pluck, if I had a hanging basket, I'd pop this in it, I'd pluck all the flowers off and get it growing. Take it and keep plucking the flowers off for a week or two, and it will double or triple in size, and then you let the flowers grow. So you can have a beautiful, you can turn this into a beautiful pot or hanging basketball, or if maybe you've got an empty patch in the garden, throw a dozen of them in. They're only $11.99, so $11.99, and you can transform your garden and have a beautiful summer.
That's an awesome little tip.
But get those flowers off, feed them, and get them growing.
Okay, flowers off, feed them, and you can double the size in 2 weeks, you say?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Now, so what we've got here is we've got the dwarf Indian hawthorn. Now, Indian hawthorns right now are flowering all over Melbourne. These have just come down from Queensland. They've finished flowering. But Indian hawthorns can be quite expensive. This is a miniature Indian hawthorn, great for a hedge, great for a little specimen in the garden. Yeah. And we've got these for $6.99. Nice big healthy bushes for $6.99. Look at this.
It can be hedged as well.
That's what you get there for $6.99. Hedge it, bush it. Toughest plant in the world. If you live out the back of Bendigo somewhere and you want a nice little bush that's really, really tough, Indian hawthorn, Ferguson dwarf white, and it's only $6.99.
Beautiful.
Imagine a lot of places you're charging $16, $17 for a 6-inch pot. Indian hawthorn, we've got it for $6.99. Save $10 on those.
Nice, you can make a little border with that. Says, haha, hope that made sense. And beautiful, wish I was closer.
We do too, wish you were closer.
Yeah, come visit us someday.
Okay, so what we've got is Salvia Mirage Burgundy. Now, these flower almost every day of the year. They're just coming into flower now. Plant these in your garden. They're only going to grow about 2 foot tall, and they'll be covered in purple flowers, burgundy flowers almost all year. They're really, really tough. They'll take the heat, they'll take the hot sun, and they'll give you colour.
Wonderful. All right, this
burgundy,
is all...
and they're only $9.99.
Great. If you just
$11.99. They're only $11.99 for the burgundy salvia.
Yeah, and if you just joined us, this is our Growers Direct flash sale where we feature over 100 products for the next week. We're going to have them on sale for the next week at heavily discounted pricing or until sold out.
Now, most nurseries are doing this one here for $14, $15, and this is your Autumn Joy. So Autumn Joy, normally $14, $15. We've got the Autumn Joy here for $8.99. Nice big healthy plants. Now, if you plant this in your garden now, you're going to have joy in the autumn. It's going to be covered in beautiful pink flowers. Then they die down for the winter, and then they come back 3 times as big in the springtime. So Autumn Joy, $14.99.
Wonderful. All right.
No, not Autumn Joy, $14.99. For Autumn Joy, $8.99.
Oh wow, reduced from $14.99.
Yeah.
All right, Growers Direct flash sale. Get it while it's hot. Come on in. You can visit us at 1477 Sydney Road, Camfield. You can take it off if you want, Chris.
What about, where have I got my things?
Yeah. They're there, yeah.
Yeah, I think I need to take it off.
It's getting a bit hot. It's getting warm in Melbourne now.
Yeah, got some lovely warm. Now, what I want to talk to you about is snowball bushes. Now, when I was a kid...
They look wonderful. Just give it to... Yeah, there we go.
Every third house in Melbourne had a snowball bush. And my dad used to send me out and say, Chris, he said, we need more snowball bushes. He said, in fact, I want 25,000 more snowball bushes for this season. And I'd have to go out and pick 25,000 cutties, and I'd go all over Melbourne with a few indoor plants to give away.
Oh, really?
And I'd say, can I trim up your snowball bush?
Yeah.
And we'd trim up the snowball bushes. But they were common now. And then everyone forgot about snowball bushes. They're now one of the rarest bushes in Melbourne. But they're fantastic. And so what happens with your snowball bush? A lovely sort of medium-sized bush. And like this one in my street, and I reckon it's got about 500 big white snowballs on it right now. It looks absolutely fantastic. It's going to look really good for the next few weeks. So there it is. There's your snowball bush there. And they're just like real big snowballs. Beautiful thing. And now you can have, if you want one that's snowballing right away, we've got these nice advanced snowballs in 10-inch pots. And we're doing them really, really cheaply. Where are these? $49.99. So $49.99 for a 10-inch pot snowball, and you could be snowballing in your own street.
All right, what's this one here now?
Okay, so this is a Juga neat and petite. Look at this, covered in flowers. If you've got a nice cool spot, you know, a nice cool shady spot, and you plant this, beautiful little neat burgundy foliage and a massive blue flowers in the springtime, and fabulous price. These are only $4.99. So $4.99 for neat and petite. Plant a border, fill up your shady patch, grow them as a ground cover. Neat and petite, $4.99.
All right, wonderful. So for those of you who are with us at the moment, this is our Growers Direct flash sale. All of these products are on sale until sold out, or until next week, whichever comes first.
Okay, look at these beautiful carpet You'll see these flowering all around Melbourne at the moment, these beautiful bright pink flowers. These are great. If you've got something like an ugly old hill out the back of your place or out the front, maybe it's down the beach house, you've got something you want to cover up, you want some low maintenance plants, these ones never need watering. Really, really great, and at $2.99 they're really good for mass planting. So
yeah,
carpet hot pink, $2.99, great for mass planting. Fill up a garden bed, cover the bankment with them, cover the old sand dune with them.
Yeah, the odd sand dune. Super prolific flowering too. Like you just did a video on the orange one, looked incredible.
Yeah. Now let's have a look. Look at this beautiful yellow one. These has great big giant yellow flowers. And this one here is very rare. It took me years to get some propagation material for these.
For this one, the yellow one?
Years to get it. Amazing yellow carpogrotus, rare as hen's teeth.
Yeah.
And these ones here reduced to $6.99. So $6.99 for the yellow flowering carpogrotus.
Fantastic. Daz just commented, just joining in, but absolutely love your work, guys. I'll wrap up work in a few hours and would love to pop in my first order for the gorgeous cherry blossom if you have any in stock. Yeah, we're good.
We've got no worries.
And we've got 10 at that price, Daz.
You've got 10 of them $200 ones and 10 of the $149 ones.
Yeah, there you go. There's the pricing, Daz. So jump on that quick smart, and we'll hopefully see you this afternoon.
Now, dichondra repens, you can grow a lawn with these. You can grow them in a hanging basket. You can put them in around your pavers. They'll take a little bit of foot traffic. And a lot of stores are charging $12, $14 for a nice 6-inch pot. Look how good this is. And we're selling this for $5. We've got it reduced to $5.99. So $5.99 for your green dichondra. Do you know this is Australian native ground cover?
There you go. And it's also one of our most viral videos online, if you know that, Chris.
Really?
Oh yeah. This one, and it grows in sun as well, right? And grows,
sun or shade.
Sun or shade.
Tough as old boots.
People love them.
Some people play, like I had a customer and he planted it under a tree. He'd been trying to grow grass there for years, gave up, and the dichondra is growing beautifully under the tree.
That's cool.
So where it's too shady for something else, you can use your dichondra.
All right, check out dichondra repens. And if you want to rewatch this live, if you do, this live will be posted straight after we finish in about 30 odd minutes. Head over to YouTube and search for Hello Plants, and you'll find out all of our videos, and this live will be there as well.
Yeah, now here we've got the Mexican rose, sometimes called an echeveria, and these have been reduced from $6.99 to $4.99. Now, sometimes people buy 50 or 100 of these at a time, and they use them as little wedding gifts. You know, what are they called? Bombonieres or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But here we are. Look at that there. They're great to put in a pot. You can use them as a border in the garden. I made a video where this customer had a concrete driveway and a wooden fence and a little tiny crack, and he filled it with these. It looked fantastic.
Amazing.
So I did a video about that just recently. So these are very versatile, useful little plants. They cover the ground. They'll fill a pot. They'll fill a hanging basket. And they're tougher than old boots. So
yeah,
they don't
and as you said, it as a little gift as well. They're nice.
Yeah, great as a little gift. And they're called Mexican roses, which is a very romantic little name.
Yeah, it is. Daz says, amazing, thanks guys, and we'll definitely give this a rewatch to catch up on the other great deals. Also, thank you Daz for that. You can head over to hellohelloplants.com.au and you can click on the live sales page if you just want to see all the items that are actually available. But yes, you can rewatch this live as well on YouTube once it's posted at youtube.com, and then just search for Hello Hello Plants and you'll find us there.
Yeah, this one here is a miniature English ivy, sometimes called a Pittsburgh ivy, and it has a really interesting leaf. I'll give you a close-up, and the leaves are all different sizes. That's very nice. Have a look at that there.
Oh, now, it's a bit different to the regular one, is it?
Yeah, it's different. It's sometimes called Pittsburgh, but have a look at that leaf there. It really is different and interesting. That's the leaf. But how I fell in love with these, there was a private hotel in Toorak, and as you walked in the door, they had topiaries of these cut into stars. There's beautiful big stars, about 2 meters across on the ground. Beautiful big stars. It looked absolutely unbelievable. Beautifully clipped in. So these can be clipped into a topiary.
Yeah.
They can be grown in a hanging basket and they'll cascade over the side. You can grow them in a pot. A friend of mine used to grow them commercially. He'd put them in a big terracotta pot and he'd make a wire dome and he'd put them inside and they'd grow over the wire dome, and he'd have beautiful clip balls of this ivy here.
Wonderful.
So it's a very versatile plant. You can make topiary out of it. You can have it as a pot plant. You can have it as a hanging basket. You can use it as a ground cover. Really one of my favourite ivies. It's an English ivy, sometimes called a Pittsburgh ivy, has that special leaf on it. And we've got them reduced to $7.99. So $7.99 for a Pittsburgh ivy. Fabulous versatile plant to have in a pot, in a hang basket or in the garden.
Perfect. Alright, so Growers Direct flash sale happening live right now, guys. You can get any of these plants at these incredible bargains. Joanna asks, best plants to pair with a frangipani.
With a frangipani, that'd be a tropical frangipani. I'm thinking something like a Chinese star jasmine would give you beautiful fragrance and flower at a similar time. So
Chinese star jasmine.
Chinese star jasmine, you could grow that all around it. It'd be beautiful.
All right, there you go, Joanna. And then No Name asks, do you have bougainvillea flowers?
We've got them in flower today.
Oh,
nice
great.
big 8-inch pots, not too expensive.
All right, there you go, No Name.
What I want you to do is I want you to drink up this fabulous blue. Have you ever seen a blue that's more beautiful than that blue there? Have a look at this blue here. It's a very, very special blue.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Now this is a ground cover. Remember we did a video about this.
Yeah, Lithidora Gracewood, yeah.
Very, very successful.
That's right.
And in the video, these are grown large and they're cascading over a wall. So these are great to cascade over a wall, over a retaining wall. They'll grow into a big area. Pop 1 or 2 in the cottage garden.
Yeah.
Mass plant them under trees. They're fabulous plants, and you get months and months and months of that fabulous blue flowers. And these are really, really cheap. In fact, they are just $11.99. So $11.99 for the Lithiodora. Now, plants like this at your normal nursery selling for $14, $15, $16. We've got them for $11.99 because we want people to really enjoy themselves in the garden. So $11.99 for the Lithiodora Grace Ward.
Perfect. All right, so Growers Direct flash sale happening live right now. You can head over to hellohelloplants.com.au and you can find these items on our live sales tab. Otherwise, you can scan that QR code in the background or head over to the comment section where we've left a link for you on most of the platforms.
Now, take a look at these. Beautiful big full plants. Now this is a blue star creeper, a Pratia blue star creeper, and the flowers are like little pale blue stars, really, really beautiful. And the foliage, it's like a green moss with blue flowers, and it's something that people like to mass plant, and so that you can mass plant them. We do them in a we do them for $3.99 in a 3-inch pot. So $3.99 in a 3-inch pot, so great value. $3.99 in a 3-inch pot, and you've got your Pratia blue star.
Excellent indeed. It's all part of the Growers Direct flash sale. As we check out all of the items.
Now,
Kwana says beautiful. I already have one.
Yeah, cool.
There you go.
Now what we've got here is the white star. Look at this beautiful pure white and green. Great if you're after that classic look. And if you want to get big things done quickly, this is a beautiful
This
big
is the way
plant.
to do it, yeah.
And it's only $6.99. So the white star creeper,
$6.99,
we're 6-inch pots. A lot of the big nurseries are charging $12 and $14 for a 6-inch pot. There you have it for $6.99.
Perfect. All right, check it out. It's all part of our Growers Direct flash sale. Get some colour in your garden. These deals won't last. They're 1 week only or until sold out, so you do need to act fast.
Now this is a scaviola.
How do you pronounce it? Is it
Scavola. And this one's called Bondi White. Have a look at that. And we're giving these away. Now normally you'd expect to pay $14-15 for them. We're giving these away for $6.99. Now what's great about this is it's long flowering, it's hardy, and it's an Australian native. So Australian native, long flowering and hardy, Bondi White, $6.99. So $6.99, lap them up.
Excellent. No name asks, how much are the bougainvilleas?
Bougainvilleas, great big ones. I think they're around about $50 each, but they're big ones about this big.
Big ones.
And they're in flower now.
In flower, there you go.
Right, so now what we've got here is our lime lava, or our Zen moss, as it's sometimes called. And anyway, we've got these in, we've reduced our 6-inch pots to $9.99. Now, if you plant one of these in a pot now, I predict that by the end of summer it'll be this big.
Yeah,
so
right.
they grow. So plant them in the garden. Plant them in the garden. Plant them in a pot. Look, they grow. They get a fabulous character. Look at that there.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah. So there we are. And these ones here, we're doing these really, really cheap.
Quite big, that one actually.
Yeah, it is pretty big, and they are. Oh, we haven't got them on. So $9.99. This is a display model. This one here.
Lovely, and thank you to Nikki, just sent us a love heart. Thanks so much. Share the live, like it, do what you got to do. All of that social media fun does help artists find this incredible sale as well.
Now so your blue chalk stick, if you want to mass plant, if you've got a factory or maybe it's a beach house and you want to fill up the garden with something that blankets out the weeds, looks smart and modern, nice bit of bright colour to it, there it is, it's your chalk stick. Now your chalk stick, really a great way, and the thing is that some nurseries charge $12 and $14 each for them. We're selling chalk sticks for $3.99. So $3.99 gets you a nice, healthy, well-rooted little chalk stick.
Yeah.
Plant 2 or 3 of these to a square metre and you'll have a chalk stick garden, a chalk stick patch in no time at all. Wonderful. And once you've established it, really low maintenance. You find some councils use them in the centres of roads and in roundabouts and things like that, and they really are super low maintenance. So chalk sticks, $3.99, low maintenance, modern and colourful.
Perfect. Nikki says you're welcome. I'm on 5 acres and need to visit your nursery.
Yeah, come down. We've got some great tree deals.
Well, we're open all weekend long, aren't we, Chris?
Yeah, and we still do our free garden designs.
Free garden design service, free delivery. It's all happening. helloplants.com.au. Grab a bargain in this Growers Direct flash sale. It's our big spring clean out.
Yeah, now native violets are fantastic. Look at them there. They're planted around pavers. They love a shade. If you've got a shady corner where nothing much else will grow, native violets will grow. Not only will they grow, but they'll flower 365 days of the year. Yeah. So, and it's an Australian native.
Yeah. Great.
It's hardy. It's easy to grow. Grow them around your pavers. grow them in a hanging basket, grow them in the base of a pot. You know, put a bit of greenery, a bit of flowers under some boring old shrubs. So native violets, normally they cost about $12.99. We're doing them for $8.99. So $8.99 for native violets.
Beautiful. Yeah, they absolutely thrive in shade, those ones.
Now my favourite wisteria is the Chinese wisteria. Look how they look when they flower. Look at that there. Look at that Chinese wisteria. Beautiful plant. Chinese wisterias are great because what they do is that they flower with no leaves on them, and so you really see the flowers. And then if you walk up to them, the fragrance is out of this world. So out of this world fragrance, heavy crop of flowers, just as you see here. And one of these, the ones that we sell are sexually mature. You'll see that this one's just finished flowering. Now sometimes people have planted wisterias and they've had to wait for 7 years for them to flower. These ones here will flower next year, guaranteed, because of the way we propagate them. So these are sexually mature, ready to flower, and they're $39.99. So $39.99 for an 8-inch pot, sexually mature wisteria that will flower next spring, guaranteed.
Great. What's it mean if they're sexually matured though? Like they wouldn't flower as quickly? If
no, what happens is when you grow them from a seed, they can take 8 or 9 years to sexually mature. So sometimes you buy them in a nursery and you're waiting forever.
Yeah.
But these ones here, they're grown from cutting, they're sexually mature now, they're flowering now, and they're going to flower every year, so you're not waiting for years. You only have to wait till next spring and you've got flowers.
There you go.
Now what we've got here is Acmina Allen's Magic, reduced from $29.99 to $25.99. We've done a video about these, and what it is, they get beautiful coloured new growth, and they're just a fat little bush, and they're great to say put up the garden path or put along the driveway or put along the front fence or something like that. Yeah. Just a beautiful little low maintenance, colourful plant that requires almost no maintenance at all.
That's great.
So Allen Magic, $25.99. So $25.99.
Are they the ones the bugs like to munch, or are they?
No, we don't really focus on those ones that the bugs like to munch. There's a little beetle that eats some of your lily pillies, but doesn't eat your Allen's Magic. And it doesn't eat this one here. This is the Cherry Black, and these are reduced from $29.99 to $26.99. Is it $26.99?
Oh, they're $19.99 now.
To $19.99. Yep. That's hard to believe. This is a beautiful, top quality named one. Look at the colour in that there. Have a close look at that colour. And we're giving these away. Beautiful big plants. So if you need a hedge and you want a beautiful hedge on the cheap, $19.99. For the Cherry Black Lily Pilly.
Yeah, they're an awesome colour. Yep. So if you've just joined us, it's our Growers Direct Flash Sale, and you can get incredible bargains on these plants happening right now for the next week. Limited quantities to apply.
And all these lily pillies are the ones that the bugs don't eat.
They don't eat these lily pillies. So these are the ones you want then, for hedging, borders.
Yeah. And this one here is called Forest Flame. Forest Flame, not quite as intense a colour, more of a red. And your Forest Flame is only $19.99. So Forest Flame, a hardy, fast-growing, mid-sized hedge, great for a 3-metre hedge, and $19.99. You can't go wrong at $19.99.
Fantastic. Growers Direct Flash Sale happening live right now. Get in, be quick, get these deals while you can.
Now, direct from Holland, we've got Dutch boxes.
More Dutch box.
Yeah, direct from Holland. Holland. It's such a good deal. It's such a good deal. We had an extra barge load of them sent in.
Yeah, straight from the barge.
Yeah, and these have been. The reason why they look so good is they grow them right near the windmill, and the windmill gives them a constant breeze. So grown right near the windmill in Holland, brought here on a barge for $39.99. Hard to believe, isn't it?
That is very hard to believe. Daz says absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Not sure which one, but yes, a lot of these plants are very beautiful.
He's talking about me, I reckon.
Oh yeah, probably about Chris. Right.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. That'd be me, I'm sure. Yeah.
Sorry, Daz, I misinterpreted your comment there.
Yeah. So here we've got you have to be careful how you say this. This is the Carpinus upright hornbeam. And
that's an awful name.
And what you find, the Carpinus upright hornbeam is very erect, very upright.
All right.
And so, so here it is. If you want something tall and narrow in your garden, this is what you go for: is your upright or your fastigiate hornbeam.
That's a better name.
Yeah, fastigiate hornbeam. And so, very, very hardy, very attractive, beautiful autumn colour. But a lot of people are starting to realise that, say, your capital pear turns into a monster. They put them along the fence and they get too big. But this is one that you can trim easily, and you can contain the size. So fabulous, neat, small tree. And to a large extent, I predict that in the future, this is going to be a replacement for the things like the ornamental pear.
Okay.
And what's amazing about these is the price. They're only $39.99. Look at that, I'm 1.8 metres tall.
Yeah, it's quite tall.
If you take the pot off, this is 1.6. So 1.6 metres of plant for $39.99. And no, that's a rare and special plant.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd look great as an avenue.
Now, we did a fabulous video on Castilwellan Gold the other day. And your Castilwellan Gold it's one of your all-time classic hedges and screens. Super duper popular in the 80s, but still some great looking hedges around. We've done some great videos. That's a video that we've done there. So we've done some great videos on these. These are fast, they're tough, and they're a beautiful sort of lemon lime gold. They're not a bright gold, they're just a lovely lemon lime gold, particularly when they're mature, and they trim up beautifully. And with a lot of cypress hedges, you actually need to be highly skilled to prune them, because if you prune them wrong, you'll get bald patches in your hedge. But with your Castilwellan Gold, if you make a bald patch accidentally, it'll grow back again. It's got what's called auxiliary buds, and so it's a cypress hedge that the novice can grow. And because it grows so thick and bushy, it's a great block out for noise, for sight, and for sound, and for wind. Yeah. So it's a great all-round blocker because it's such a thick, heavy, bushy plant.
What are we doing those for in this sale, Chris? So
we're giving these away for $19.99. Nice big 3-foot plant, $19.99.
That's perfect. If you had a big block, you wanted to create a big border, that would be kind of ideal, wouldn't it? How many per metre would you do on those?
I do them at 1 to 1.2 metres apart.
Okay, there you go. Right, so Growers Direct flash sale. Head over to hellohellplants.com.au right now to get any of these bargains. If you just click the live sale tab at the top of the homepage on the website, hellohellplants.com.au, you'll be taken directly to this live sale. We've got over 100 specials on sale right now as we speak, until they're sold out, of course, and it goes till next Friday.
Okay, here we've got nice 6-inch pot Glauca pencil pines. Now, Glauca pencil pines are fantastic. They don't have too many nuts. They grow tall and skinny. They're tough. They'll take wind. They'll take heat. They'll take difficult sites. And you've got them, and often people need 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 at a time to plant an avenue or plant them up. And so, but with these ones here, these will be fast growing. In 2 years, you'll have these up 6 or 7 foot tall. And
that's pretty quick,
and even though they don't look that amazing at the moment, these will do an incredible performance in the garden, and they're $10.99. So that's the cheapest.
$10.99 for those, yeah.
That's the cheapest you're going to get a Glauca pencil pine anywhere. And then you've got these fabulous 8-inch pot Glauca pencil pines for
how much? $34.99? $24.99, even better.
Yeah, 24. So 20 reduced from $29.99 to $24.99. So beautiful Glauca pencil pines, $24.99.
Alright, so Growers Direct flash sale. Better rapidly get through the last few here. We've only got about 20 minutes left on this live.
Okay, so here we've got Leighton's Green. Now, Leighton's Green, the most popular conifer in Victoria right now. And this is, you can grow this in a trimmed up hedge, will grow into a natural screen. Then look at the height of this. This is about 5 foot tall, and it's only $49.99. So $49.99 for Leighton's Green 10-inch pot.
Alright, Growers Direct flash sale. Checking out some borders and hedges at the moment. The Leighton Green, also fantastic for doing borders and hedges with. Part of this sale.
Swain's Golden Pencil Pine, a beautiful golden pencil pine. These grow in a lovely tall narrow tree with that lovely golden finish. And the Swain's Golden Pencil Pine reduced from $29.99 to $16.99.
$16.99, that's awesome for that size too. Alright, so Growers Direct flash sale. Head over to hellohellplants.com.au. You can check out these deals right now as we get through the last few here.
And euonymus Tom Thumb, a great substitute for the English box. Look, there it is there, lovely Tom Thumbs. And they're only $6.99 in a 6-inch pot. So $6.99 in a 6-inch pot.
Perfect. Don't miss any of these deals in our Growers Direct flash sale. It's the BIGG Spring Clean Out.
Now, bay trees are all of rage because they're hardy, they're easy to grow, they're low maintenance, and they got a lovely smell, a lovely look to them, but they can be quite expensive and hard to get. So here we've got big bushy 10-inch pots reduced to $39.99. So grow yourself a bay tree hedge at $39.99.
$39.99. Go off the grid with your bay leaves.
Yeah, that's right. People spend up to 0.03% of their income on bay leaves.
Save that 0.03%.
Yeah, that's right. And here we've got dwarf pink tea trees. These have beautiful burgundy foliage. You just got to have a close up, but look at the foliage and look at the flowers.
Yeah,
now, if you're looking for a colourful, compact native, you can't go past these ones here, and they're not expensive. They are $21.99, reduced from $39.99 to $21.99. Look at that, that's absolutely gorgeous. $21.99, a lovely compact little native.
Alright, Growers Direct flash sale, fast limited quantities do apply.
Now I was saying, in 1 year you can grow a box leaf privet hedge up to 1 metre, in 2 years you can grow it 2 metres, and here we've got the box leaf privet for $2.99, so $2.99.
Yeah.
So transform your property, grow a 2 metre hedge, plant 3 to the metre, it costs you $9 a metre to grow a beautiful hedge. 1 metre in 1 year, 2 metres in 2 years, bit of water, bit of fertiliser, bit of weeding, cheapest hedge or fence you'll ever get.
Perfect. Check out privet, box leaf privet in the Growers Direct flash sale.
Now, Nandina moonbays, lovely little plants here. Now, Nandinas are a thing that people mass plant them. They do hedges, they do borders. Here's a beautiful little plant of Nandina moonbay for $3.99, reduced to $3.99, $3.99 for Nandina moonbay.
Check it out on the Growers Direct flash sale. You can scan that QR code on your screen, or you can head over to hellplants.com.au.
Now, Dwarf Nandina, that's the one that turns beautiful red in the winter.
Yeah, you got a video there just behind you, actually, of that one, yeah.
Amazing red in the winter. So if you want some real winter colour, some autumn colour, some winter colour, and some early spring colour, these are fantastic. And lots of people mass plant them. They mass plant them around factories and around their houses and all sorts of situations. And at $3.99 you could afford to mass plant your Dwarf Nandina.
Perfect. And if you're wondering, if you've just joined us, you're wondering what the sale is about, it's our Growers Direct flash sale. Happens live every week.
The big one.
We show off 100 brand new products, over 100 brand new products on sale at incredible prices in the Growers Direct flash sale.
Now here, if you've got an ugly neighbour and you need to screen them out quick, have a look at this. This is a Photinia Red Robin, and these are on 1.8, so they're a lot taller than me. And normally you'd pay a couple $100 for something like that, but if you've got something big and ugly to cover up, this is it. Photinia Red Robin, 16-inch pot, $119.99. You'd expect to pay $200 for an evergreen this big, but they're $119.99. So if you've got something big and ugly that needs to be gone quickly, there you are, $119.99.
Great. How many do we have at that price? 10?
20.
Oh, 20. Okay, cool.
And then we've got the Photinia Robusta in a 12-inch pot. These are fabulous thick bushy ones, tough as old, but they're the toughest Photinia on the market, and they're $54.99, and we've got a few hundred of those available.
All right, thanks so much to everyone who's joined us today. Thank you for the comments. Make sure to leave like and share this live. We're still getting through to sale items. You can rewatch this sale at youtube.com /plants.
Here I've got a 6-foot Lombardy Poplar for reduced from $110 to $89.99. Now if you want to mass plant Lombardy Poplars and you want them cheap, this one here is only $24.99. So lovely little 8-inch pots for $20. There they are there. Lovely little 8-inch pots for $24.99. And if you plant those in and water and fertilise them like crazy, you can have them up 4 or 5 or 6 foot by the winter time. And something like this, you can have him up 8 or 9 or 10 foot and have him looking like a real avenue or something like that. So nice advanced tree, great for the farm, great for the country property, and $89.99 and $24.99.
Fantastic, and they're good as a windbreak, aren't they?
Yeah, great as a windbreak, but really good as an elegant sort of driveway specimen.
Yeah.
Now these are just coming into leaf, and in a couple of weeks these will be covered in beautiful pink foliage. These are your Nishiki willow. And the Nishiki willow, great for a hedge, great for a specimen, beautiful pink and white and green foliage, and made a real massive colour, beautiful thing to have in the garden. And they're not expensive, reduced from $16.99 to $12.99.
Beautiful, and that'd be in full colour right now, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
The Nishiki willow on the Growers Direct flash sale. Alright, what's this one we got now?
Okay, so what we've got here is a Theobacata Western Red Cedar, 8-inch pot for $19.99. So if you want to,
no, they're reduced. I think $15.99 now. They were.
Where are we? So these are reduced to $15.99. So $15.99. Now your Theobacata, when you rub it like this, it smells beautiful fragrance.
Yeah.
Really green and lush. But what's great about these is they're easy to trim and train. I've seen beautiful small hedges of these that are 80 or 90 years old. They don't get old and miserable. You can prune them quite hard. You can grow them quite tall.
Or you can grow them as a big tree.
Yeah, that's right. You can grow them as a big tree. But what's interesting is that a lot of your cypresses, these look like a cypress, but they look a bit greener and lusher than your normal cypress. But a lot of these cypresses get disease in them, or they're hard to trim or train. This one here, I've seen people trim them up with a chainsaw till they got no leaves on them and see them bush back the next year. So these are easy to maintain. Great for they need a bit more water, a bit more fertilizer than an ordinary cypress, but you can grow the most beautiful hedges and screens, lush and green, almost like fern leaves. In fact, they sell these to florists to put in flower arrangements. So it's like beautiful fern leaves. So it's a very beautiful aesthetic thing that makes a beautiful lush hedge or screen that's easy to trim and train and doesn't get any diseases in it. And they are only $15.99. So $15.99
on the Growers Direct flash sale.
Yeah,
that's it. Head over to hellohellplants.com.au right now.
So here we've got the Variegated Society garlic, and these are only $5.99. So $5.99 for Variegated Society garlic. Now these are flowering now, and what you'll find is that if you grow a nice little, and the reason why we've done them in the small pot so cheaply, at $5.99, is often these cost $12 or $14 or $15 or $16 each. It's a bit expensive to do it, but what people mostly buy these 10, 20, 30 at a time and grow a nice border. So have a look at that. They're nice little plants there, and they're only $5.99. So at $5.99, you could afford to plant 10 or 20 or 30 of these and grow a beautiful little border.
Yeah, you can have a little border up the driveway to look great, and they're very prolific flowers as well.
Now, I often use them in my garden designs as a border, the Variegated Society garlic. The reason why I use them in particular is that it's a border that you really you trim the dead flowers off once a year. Apart from that, you don't have to trim it. Just enjoy it. And when they're not flowering, they've got beautiful, colourful foliage. So you've got beautiful, colourful foliage, and you've got flowers. So you've got a lot of reasons to recommend them. And a lot of reasons to recommend them. And then you've got your Viburnum Coppertop. Now this is a sweet viburnum, but it has a beautiful copper leaf on top. So have a look at those beautiful copper leaves. So it's lovely. A viburnum with a bit of difference. Lovely dark green foliage, fast growing, tough, easy to grow. And Coppertop Viburnum is only $39.99. Nice big bushy plants, only $39.99.
Perfect. All right, it's part of the Growers Direct flash sale. Fast, some of these products are limited quantities. I mean, all of them are limited quantities, so they need to be quick.
Now here we've got the Viburnum dense fence, reduced from $99.99 to $69.99. Now these dense fences here are, now your dense fence is denser, it's a bushier, slower growing.
That's a good hedge, that's a good example. Yeah.
It's bushier and slower growing than your normal Viburnum.
Yeah.
It stays tighter and neater, and they can be quite expensive, a little bit hard to get, but these are beautiful big specimens for $69.99.
Yeah, they look awesome. Alright, so Growers Direct flash sale. Rush on in, don't miss out on these deals while they last.
Now, I reckon we're one of the only nurseries with these in Melbourne, certainly the only nursery with them at this price.
Yeah, they're really popular too.
Our Acacia Limelights, these beautiful green ball on a stick tree, and they're Australian native, but they're so cute that you could put them in an ordinary non-native garden, so you could use them in any sort of garden. So a beautiful native plant. And they are only $119.99, and you've got yourself a grafted standard Acacia Limelight. And basically this is an evergreen weeping tree for a really, really cheap price. So a great little evergreen weeper for a nice cheap price.
Great. It's part of the, what was the price again?
$119.99.
$119, reduced from $200. Yep.
Now we've got the Acacia Waterfall Standard, $199 reduced to $119.99. Now this is a beautiful weeping Australian native acacia. Use it in a pot, use it in your garden, use it in your native garden, use it as a centerpiece in a small garden bed. They never get too big. They just sort of, they graft them here and they'll just bush up and hang down from here at $119.99 for your acacia Waterfall Standard.
We had a customer in here the other day. He had some in his garden. He said they remind him of cousin it.
Yeah, that's true. They do.
One.
They're like a cousin it. Now here we've got, and we've got quite a few good native bargains here today. This one here is your this red is your rocket. Red Rocket. Your now Red Rocket has red flowers and red new growth, so it really is a red rocket.
Yeah.
And it's fast growing and it's bushy and it's hard, really really tough, and it's a callistemon, but it looks much leafier and much more leafy and lushy than most callistemons. A lot of callistemons look a bit dry and miserable, but this looks lush and leafy, and they're really really cheap. They're just $19.99. So $19.99 for the Red Rocket callistemon.
All right, check it out on our Growers Direct flash sale happening live right now. Limited quantities do apply. So if you like anything you see here today, ensure to either head over to our website hilloi.plants.com.au, or you can come in store. We're open all weekend, 7 days a week. We're open. 1477 Sydney Road, Camberfield.
Now your Philothecas have we've been mobbed for Philothecas.
Yeah, they go as soon as they come
go
in.
Like
they're
crazy.
Gone. Yeah.
But we've managed to get some more back in, and these are just reduced from $17.99 to $15.99. And if you plant one of these, a year from now it'll be up 1.2 meters tall, and it'll have thousands of beautiful flowers on it. They're fabulous.
It's a native too, right?
It's Australian native. It's as tough as old boots. Look, that's how it flowers like
tough
that.
As old boots, yeah.
And so plant one of these, and then next year you'll have a 1 to 1.2 meter bushy plant in your garden, flowering like crazy. In fact, if you want lots of flowers, you can double the number of flowers by planting 2 of them.
That's right.
Side by side, and just have a massive, amazing white and pink flowers in springtime. Only $15.99.
Absolutely, can't go wrong. As part of the Growers Direct flash sale, we've got some bigger versions here as well.
Now, if you're in a hurry to get that Philotheca going in your garden, this is an 8-inch pot, nice and big and bushy, and only $20.99. So $20.99. So upgrade, spend an extra $5 and get a really big bushy Philotheca. $20.99. Fantastic.
There you go. Limited quantities do apply in this stock. Great for a native garden, great for flower, adding colour to the garden, the Philothecas. I think it's is this the last one? Yep.
Yeah. Now, when I was 7, the very first plant I ever bought in a nursery, I went into it. There was a little hole in the wall nursery in Croydon, in the main street of Croydon. This guy had a little tiny nursery in about a 1 metre side strip up between 2 shops. And anyway, I went in there, and I saw a mint bush covered in blue flowers. It was about that high. And at any rate, I asked him how much it was. I think it was like 2 or 3 shillings. That's how, quite a few years ago. At any rate, it was covered in blue flowers, and I bought it for my mum for her birthday. And at any rate, I've always loved mint bushes ever since. They got a beautiful. If you touch them like that, they got a beautiful smell.
They got a good smell, and they're very prolific. Yeah.
Yeah, you get that massive blue flowers, and I mean, I'm seeing them flowering around Melbourne now, and they look fantastic.
Yeah.
So mint bush. And actually, it'd be interesting to see. They were 3 shillings back then.
What is this? Is it about $1 for a shilling?
No, a shilling is about 20 cents by today's standard. So they were like, so it's like 60 cents. Now, how much is one of these today? This is a big bushy one in a rusty old prune tin. They're $14.90, and they've been reduced to $15.99. So $15.99. So $15.99. So $15.99 for a mint bush.
Okay.
So a dwarf mint bush. So
it's about correct on inflation, isn't it?
Yeah.
60 cents to $15.99.
Be interesting to compare the gold price and how it's moved to the mint bush price.
Get your 1960s prices at Hello
imagine
Plants.
if you had invested in mint bushes back then in the
There's a heap of them up in Mount Dandenong at the bottom of the rhododendron gardens.
Right.
Yeah, someone's planted them down the bottom there, and they look amazing when they're in full flower. They look incredible. Yeah. We've got a question here. Daz, stock has gone so quick. I'll come back once more, cherry blossom, but I'm coming back online ASAP to suss those amazing deals. Have a great afternoon, guys. Thanks for joining us, Daz.
Yeah, thanks, Daz.
Yeah, thank you to everyone else who's joined us, left a comment, asked a question. Really appreciate it. This live sale is now live for the next week. And yeah, you can go shop online at hillioplants.com.au. You can scan that QR code, which is nice and big on the screen right now, or it's in the background behind Chris on the TV there.
And remember, you can buy this stuff. You can live in Seymour and you don't have to trek down here.
Yeah.
If you spend over $399, we're going to deliver it out to Seymour for free.
Yes, that's right. So yeah, you got free delivery. You've also got a free garden design service which you can book Chris in for through our website at hillioplants.com.au. We're open all weekend, open 7 days. 1477 Sydney Road, Camfield. Why not come down and check us out? And
the other thing is, if you come down, you'll be mightily impressed. We're at the start of this week, we were the best stock retail nursery in Melbourne, and since then we've put in. We've got a 10 pallet truck. We've put in 12 truckloads of plants, which is more than plants than in most of. Well, the main question that my staff asked me, they say, Chris, where are we going to put this?
Yeah,
and I say, well,
I can see why.
Yeah. So what it is with this nursery would be when you come in here tomorrow morning, the staff are working back till 10 o'clock tonight, just putting truckloads and truckloads of stock into stock. So they're just working
probably
away.
Early Saturday morning's one of the better times to get it, or Friday evening.
Yeah, but look, any time this weekend, you'll be mightily impressed with the volume and the quality and the freshness of our stock. Because what it is that we have a big online presence, and there's guys going around pulling orders all day, every day, and then there's customers coming in buying plants all day, every day.
Yeah.
And so what happens, even though there's sometimes if you get a nursery with a big lot of plants in it, the plants get old because they were there for too long.
Yeah.
But plants, we have trouble keeping them for a week, like that.
Yeah, sometimes it's best to order stuff if you're getting big quantities, I think.
Yeah, we've got truckloads and truckloads. So you come in, the plants are fresh, and there's the biggest range you've ever come across, both in terms of size and price, and in terms of variety. So if you want to come in and browse around for a couple of hours, we've got enough plants for you to look at to keep you busy for a couple of hours.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or if you can't get down here, go online. We've got 15,000 items up for sale online.
Wow.
Or go to the Grow Direct Flash Sale and you've got 100 items going really cheap.
Yep. Thank you to Karen, just sent us a heart there. Appreciate it, guys. Lots of likes, and sharing this live helps others find it. We're going to wrap this live up now. As soon as we do, and if you want to re-watch this live or hear any of Chris's comments on the products, head over to YouTube and just search Hello Plants, and there you'll find this live from today, the big spring clear out, or clean out, sorry, part 2 will be this live where you can re-watch the live specials again. And I want to thank my son Emlyn for comparing the show. I want to thank the girls here who've done all the technical work and kept us live on air and kept the sound there, and the boys that have disappeared, but they brought 100 different lines in here. That's right. Maybe they got off for their lunch break now, but anyway, there was the boys doing a fabulous job moving the stock in and out, moving it in and out. So and also there a lot of preparation went into making that big video, and behind the scenes organising the growers, organising the growers to get all these plants here on time. There were plants coming in up until an hour or so before the show. They were coming in from all different growers from all over Victoria. Yeah, it's a team effort. Yeah, it's a massive team effort, and the growers have given us lots of support, and we want to thank them too. So thanks everybody who's helped with the show. Thank you very much. See you later. All right.